let's do this. Hey y'all, okay, so here's the deal. Number one, I know my mic sucks. Please try not to pay attention to the sound quality. Number two, this is an everyday makeup tutorial for the everyday black woman. If you are a mom, if you work, if you're simply on the go and don't have time to do your makeup but you still want to look put together, then this video is for you. So as you can see, my face is bare, and the first step to a flawless face is a flawless base. If you've done your skincare routine, you can skip primer, but if you're dry, if you're oily, you're probably going to need to prime really quickly. Since my skin needs more hydration right now, I'm just going to go ahead and quickly spray my Badescu facial spray, and that's the only thing that I'm going to use to prime. Now, if you have oily skin, you probably want to use a primer that is mattifying. The drugstore has great oil control and mattifying primers, and all you have to do, girl, because most likely you're just oily in your T-zone, just hit the center of your forehead, down the bridge of your nose, right here in the center of your cheeks, and then your chin, and you're good to go. I promise it takes like 5 seconds. Next step, foundation. Now, if you have scars and hyperpigmentation, aka imperfect skin like me, if you have time, you can either spot conceal with a separate concealer, or if you don't have time, your best bet is to use a full coverage foundation. Now, the drugstore is really stepping it up when it comes to these full coverage foundations. So my favorite, the foundation of choice that I'm going to be using today, is the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. You can find this at your local drugstore, Target, Walmart, anywhere, girl. This is one of the best foundations that I've personally come across, and I believe it's no more than $14. Again, keep in mind that I do have oily skin. However, my skin is kind of dehydrated right now, which is why I sprayed the Badescu spray. This foundation is good for people with oily skin like me. And if you are on the dry side, or if your skin is more dehydrated, you definitely want to use a hydrating or moisturizing primer before you apply this foundation. Now, the brush of choice that I'm going to be using is the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. This brush is amazing. Again, you can find it at the drugstore. And because we don't have time, we're literally just gonna go in and stipple this foundation on. So again, we've already primed. This shouldn't take any more than 2 minutes, okay? And look how flawlessly this foundation is covering all of my imperfections. It's so good. This is all you have to do, you guys. Get you a dense foundation brush with a full coverage foundation, and you'll be good to go. I'm gonna pull my mirror here just so I can see what I'm doing. Now sis, let me just take a little bit of time to make you feel better about putting on makeup every day for yourself. If you are a mom like me, or if your issue is that you just simply don't have time to do your makeup, think of it this way. Women tend to make time for everything else but their self, girl. If you have a quick 10, 20, 15 minutes to yourself in the morning time before you get your day going and before you start serving other people, go ahead and take that extra time and allow yourself to get pampered through the avenue of makeup. You deserve to look and feel your best just like every other woman in the world, okay? So if you do want to wear makeup every day and you just simply don't have time, I guarantee you do. You're just not finding it for yourself. Okay, boom. There we go. My face looks flawless. My imperfections are covered, and now we're gonna move on to concealer. Now, again, if you're a mom like me, you're probably not getting as much sleep as you deserve. So if you do have dark circles or heavy bags underneath your eyes, then concealer is gonna be your best friend to look fake awake. You can really just take any concealer of your choice. Right now, I'm just using the Smashbox concealer. I cannot find any of my drugstore concealers, but I would usually opt for one of those. My makeup chest is just a disaster right now. So you want to hit the high points of your face, especially underneath your eyes, okay? And we're just gonna use that same brush and we're gonna stipple it on, okay? We're not gonna do any buffing motions right now. We're simply just gonna stipple the concealer in place just to brighten up the center of our face and especially underneath our eyes. Now, once you get to buffing, the product is going to move around a whole lot and it is going to look really splotchy and uneven. So trust me when I say your best bet is to use a dense brush like this. And when I say dense, I mean the bristles are really, really close together. And when you feel it, it's really kind of hard. It's not like, it's not, I wouldn't say it's not soft, but here, let me show you. You can clearly see the difference between this brush, and the bristles are moving fairly easily. In this brush, the bristles are really packed in there together. So if you're needing coverage, if you're needing quick, if you're needing precision, if you're needing flawless, girl, honestly, this one is your best bet. Now make sure you check the description box if you are interested in purchasing online. If not, you can go into ULTA or like any drugstore really carries Real Techniques. I know Target for sure does, and Walmart definitely does as well. So there we go. Fake awake, girl. Don't I look just brighter and more fresh? And you know, I look like I'm up and I'm ready to start my day. And again, we did not buff, we stippled, aka patted. Okay, just remember, stipple. Now we're gonna go ahead and powder up the areas in which we just brightened or concealed. So I'm just using some translucent setting powder, some compact translucent setting powder. If you have a powder of your choice that you like to use, go ahead and use that. It really doesn't matter what shade it is, as long as you're setting the concealer and the foundation specifically, and especially if you have oily skin. So again, I'm just taking the brush, I'm packing it onto the brush, and I'm simply patting and stippling the product on. And honestly, you could just go ahead and set your entire face. Wow, my face looks so good. There you go. All right, now at this point, I personally like to do a little bronzing. If you like contouring, you can go ahead and contour, but bronzing just really warms up the perimeter of your face, giving you that more sculpted look. So Covergirl has created a fantastic line of powders. They're called the Matte Ambition All Day Powder Foundations. And this is from their full spectrum collection, you guys. They have the most beautiful range of shades, okay? So if you're needing a bronzer or contour shade, definitely check out this Covergirl line. So good. So I'm gonna be using the shade Deep Cool 4 to bronze up the perimeter of my face. Now we're gonna use another Real Techniques brush, and this is the contour brush. It's small, it's a little dense, but it's also fluffy as well. So I'm just gonna gently pat my powder and knock off the excess and just kind of start to chisel out the perimeter of my face. And you saw how quick that was. So we're just gonna hit it one side, hit the other side, and then if you're like me, kind of like to do the forehead area just to kind of give that sun-kissed glow. Now you can see the dimension that we put back into our face instead of just having a flat base, you know what I mean? Now I'm just gonna really quickly do my nose, and by all means, if you don't care to contour your nose, then please feel free to skip this step, but girl, I need my nose snatched, okay? And I'm just doing a quick, really kind of swipe down the center of my nose, and I'm just gonna blend it out with the brush, and that's that. All right, let's just go ahead and finish off the face really quickly before we move on to the brows and the mascara and the lip gloss, and then I promise you we'll be done. I feel that it's very, very important to put some color back into your face just to bring your face alive. So I'm gonna use a very, very fluffy brush, and this exact one is the e.l.f. Flawless Face Brush. This is such a good, inexpensive brush. And whatever blush your little heart desires to apply, just go ahead and apply that. Now, my personal favorite is kind of like a pink shade, such as this one. And this is a Morphe palette that you can find in ULTA. So I'm just going to hit it with the brush. And remember, using a fluffy face brush is gonna really help to kind of just disperse that product, so that you're not placing it in just one area and it's really, really fast. So, and there you go. A little bit of color in literally under 5 seconds. And that's that. Now, along with the Full Spectrum Matte Ambition Powder, Covergirl has also created the Full Spectrum Sculpt Expert Versatile Cheek Palette. And this is so brown girl friendly, y'all. Look at this. Look how gorgeous this is. Such a dynamic highlighting palette. So I'm just going to take this middle shade. This is also an e.l.f. brush, by the way. This is their highlighting brush. And we are just going to hit the high points of our face. So we're just going to go on the apples of our cheeks, just like this. Down the bridge of my nose just a little bit, and then whatever excess I have left on the brush, I'm gonna take it on my chin, and that's it. So girl, we're done with the base. Now, if you're blessed beyond measure and you have spectacular natural eyebrows, feel free to skip this step. But if you're not that blessed in this department, you want to do something to fill in your sparse brows. Now, I have a little bit of brows thanks to pregnancy. But girl, listen, my brows have always been on the struggle bus. So we're just gonna do a little bit of filling in, just a little bit, okay? So the first step is to kind of just brush them up, and you can actually see what you're really working with when you brush them up. So, I mean, I have a little bit, but we definitely want to do some filling in. So the brow pencil that I'm going to be using is the Ulta Beauty Ultra Slim Brow Pencil in the shade Dark Brown. This is one of my favorite brow products ever. It's only $10. So I'm just going to take this pencil, and wherever the sparse areas are in your brows, you want to take the pencil and lightly create faux hair strokes, just to kind of fill in the gaps. And if you can see, my brow is starting to kind of fill in, which is why I love this pencil, because it's so effortless. So after you have done that, you just take the spoolie in, and there you go. It's just as simple as that. So the brows are on, we're looking pretty good. I'm just gonna run some brow gel through them really, really quickly, just to give me that feathered look that I like. And that's it for the brows. So the second to last step is to apply some good mascara. Every woman needs a good tube of mascara at their vanity, in their bathroom, wherever. One of my personal inexpensive favorites, L'Oreal, you guys make some fabulous mascaras. And one of my personal favorites is their Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. And let me just show you why. So I'm gonna pull my mirror over here again, if you guys don't mind. Oop. And I am just going to quickly apply a coat of mascara. Now the reason why I like this one so much is because you can apply one coat and go. Like, you can literally be done. It just makes your lashes look so good. Look at that. Can you see the difference? It's very wet. It's very black. And if you're not careful, you'll probably get this mascara on your eyelid. Now, here's a tip. If you do get mascara on your eyelid, like I do all the time, it always happens, do not try to get it off immediately. You need to wait until it dries a little bit so that it can just flick off easily. Because if you try to get it off while it's wet, it's going to smear everywhere and it's going to look like you did black eyeshadow, and ain't nobody got time for that. So just give it, a few minutes to dry. Do your lip gloss or your lips or whatever you have to do next in your routine, and then flick it off. So that's it for my mascara. And then the last and final step, you guys, is some lip gloss, lip, whatever lip color you want to do that. I'm just gonna take a simple clear lip gloss, because what girl doesn't like a good clear lip gloss? This one, by the way, is by Too Faced. This is their lip injections. I'm not sure what shade this is in. It's called Stars Aligned, but it's a plumping lip gloss and it does make your lips tingle. I like the feeling of that. If you don't, then you can just skip this and get you a regular clear lip gloss. I'm looking at this one right here. This one is by Makeup Revolution. Super inexpensive, maybe $3. Now, I said that the lip gloss is the final step, but if you have oily skin or if you need your makeup to last for the entire day, you don't want to skip this step. You're going to apply some setting spray, girl, and one of my favorites is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. So I'm just going to hit that really quickly. And that's it. Now I'm just going to use the back of my tweezers to flick this excess mascara off, because it's dry now and look, it's literally just coming right off. Or if you have fingernails, you can just bloop, flick it right on off. Now, if you have a little bit of extra time like I do, I'm going to take that same highlighter and stick it in the inner tear duct of my eyes. And this is really going to take this look to the next level. I'm not sure what it is about doing some inner corner glow, but girl, trust me when I say it's going to look like you did something without doing anything. See that? All right, y'all, so here is the final look, and I can complete this look, I promise you, in under 7 minutes. But if you're not as advanced as I am, it'll probably take you maybe 10-12 minutes. But again, if you're struggling to find that time in the morning or just whenever you feel like you don't have time to get yourself together, dig deep down inside and figure out why you're saying you don't have that time. And it's probably because you feel like you don't deserve that extra time. So if you get used to saying that you're going to take care of yourself first, I guarantee that you'll be able to find the time just to get yourself together, girl. And you see how this makeup look just pulled me together. It made me look fresh, it made me look awake, it made me look just more put together, and you can probably see that it gave me a confidence boost, which every woman probably needs. So if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and let me know how much time it usually takes you to do your everyday makeup routine. Also, if you're interested in any of the products that I used, make sure you check the description box because I will have everything linked there. If you did enjoy this video and you are not subscribed to this channel already, please consider subscribing. We upload over here now, okay, we're on a new schedule, every Wednesday and every Sunday. So I'm really excited for that. And if you're not following me on Instagram already, go ahead and head over there, meet me over there. And I will talk to you guys in Sunday's video. Mwah!